current project is into medical domain, and I have started my career as an analyst in DBS from 2017 and worked until 2023. And I worked in an important project like insurance, banking, and sales. These experiences helped me out to understand the different types of businesses, their needs. And in 2023, I joined Decor, where I'm only the Power BI expert in my team. So I worked on medical instrument project. My main skills are in Power BI, SQL, and Excel. And because I'm responsible for handling project from start to finish, this include getting the data from the different places, working on complex process to clean the data, organize the data, and creating storage SQL system that work with the Power BI or making reports to and analyze the data.
Okay, got it. Good. Okay, can you please tell me why we would use dated function in Power BI?
Date function.
Date add.
Where you want to add date that a date function like add date according to your requirement. So then you want to select particular date or according to your requirement by month wise or date wise, so you use a date add function there.
Can I use dated to get the difference between seconds?
That is time intelligent function. You cannot use date function for the seconds, right?
Okay. Can you tell me what is the difference between sum and SumX?
Like sum is like you can calculate the number in the column where like where like you can calculate the number in the column to and for the sum, and calculate the sum of an expression evaluator for each row by putting some expression row in the table. So use sum x.
Okay. If I have two tables in data modeling in Power BI, and the relationship between them is many to many, how I can avoid that?
We can add a bridge table there.
Okay, correct. And I have two relationships. One is active, another one is inactive. If I want to use the inactive relationship just for a specific calculation, which DEX I can use?
So user relationship you we can use there. So we have to put the user relationship dex there to use an active relationship.
Okay. Have you used custom visual charts?
Custom visual I haven't used.
Okay. What is the difference between direct query and live connection?
Direct query, you see, you can import the data from the if you are using direct mode. So mostly I have used a like SQL server, so you can see the data in the table. You cannot see the data, but you can see the table there, and it is slow, and it don't work on the time intelligent function dex and many more. And data source only we can pull the data source only one time. And live connection, the data is connected live from the actual source, so you can't see the data and the model there. You just have to pull out the table and make the visualization. like you just have to establish the connection from the data source and make the visual. like so if you have the large data set so you can use a live connection there.
Okay. Are you aware about Microsoft Fabric?
Microsoft Fabric I haven't aware about. I worked on my Power BI services.
Okay. Can you tell me about workspace management?
Workspace management. Workspace is like if you want to see, if you want to provide the access to the other user also, so you have to provide the access. They are the user like admin, member, contributor, and the viewer. So like according to you, to that, you can provide a workspace role there. And into my workspace, like you can create and share the data show data share dashboard, report, workbook, data set. And app is there where you can see the all the dashboard what you have created. And the end user can see all the reports there.
Okay. Can you?
Sorry, publish your report. Then you can update there into the workspace, and then you can see the your report, the viewer. You can allocate your report according to the particular user. Then the user can see your report into the app.
Okay. What are different versions of Power BI?
Pro, premium, and premium per capacity.
What is the difference between all three?
See, if cost wise, pro cost around 30 USD, and premium cost around 27 USD. And if you will refresh the data in pro mode, you can refresh up to the 8 times in a day. And into the premium mode, you can refresh the data up to 48 times. And in pro mode, you can upload the data up to the 10 GB. And into the premium services, you can upload the data up to 100 GB. These are the main difference there. In pro mode, you can work on the small set of data. If your data is more than 100 GB, so you have to use the premium per capacity data.
Okay. Can you tell me more specifications about Pro and Premium?
The refresh is there only. You can refresh the data 8 times in pro, and 48 times in premium version. And this pro is cheaper than the premium version. For individual user license, you can create and sharing report and dashboard, and requires to subscription for each user there. Into Power BI, you can design for organization with broader data sharing needs. That way you can do it.
Okay. Have you used Power App and Power Automate?
No, I haven't used a Power App.
And what about Power Automate?
No, both I haven't used. I worked on Power BI desktop and Power BI services.
Okay. Are you aware about OneLake?
Aware about?
OneLake?
No.
Okay. Archana, are you a few more questions? Are you aware about Tableau? Have you worked in Tableau?
Tableau I have learned, but I haven't got the chance to work on Tableau.
Okay. Okay. When you are gathering requirements from the client, what is your go-to approach?
For that, I need to sit with the client to understand which kind of requirement they have, which kind of data they have, and understand the data, what is their business objective actually, what is their business, where they are working. And then we have to understand the client as well. Then we have to we can make the documentation according to the requirement, whatever the requirement, who is going to see the data, what is their expectation for the dashboard, what is their KPI. And and we can make the sample report there. This will be your report will be look like this. So if they are agree with that, if they want to change something, we can take their feedback, and according to that we can make the requirement, make the dashboard. So it continuously keep changing, so it is continuously a discussion, but initially you have to understand what is the uh, data is actually, what is the business is all about, what the stakeholder want from us and from the dashboard, and who is going to see the data. According to that only we can design the dashboard.
Okay, Arjuna, that's it from my end. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
Okay. All right. It was nice talking with you, Archana.
Same here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.